Hi, welcome everyone. It's Tarot Tuesday again. This is your tarot and oracle card reading for the overall collective for the week of March 11th through the 17th. Can you believe it? We're halfway through March. There is a lot coming up this week, astrologically speaking. What really makes that a big deal is it all starts on the same day, on Friday the 14th. We'll get into a little more detail about that later, but let's dive into your reading. Now remember, I read intuitively, so take what rings true for you and leave the rest. I'm Terri, your energy specialist and coach, so let's dive in. Energies have been cleared, decks have been shuffled, and of course I shuffle just a little bit before I pull each card too, just to make sure we're good and clear. Let's see what the energy is for this week that we should pay a little more attention to. What's the message for this week? And we have got the energy of momentum. Oh boy, does that fit this week or what? Momentum. And you know what? Before we get too far into it, let's get a little protection and love and abundance out there for everyone. We'll get this momentum going and leave it a little quicker for you. So we have got momentum. Things are picking up and they are really starting to move. And I think you guys can probably feel a lot of that too in one way or another. I know a lot of us are. It doesn't always appear to be such a good thing that's going on out there, but you know, big changes have to happen before big changes and evolving can happen. So the momentum is picking up on that. And also in your personal lives, this is a week to start ramping up that energy, take advantage of the energy that you've got going. Whatever it is you started doing, I think you can speed it up a little bit more. Or if you're feeling the nudge, that little push to do a little bit more with it, explore that. See what else it is you can do to add to it, add value to it. Maybe add, a promo or maybe a little twist on it or a little extra here or there, but give it a bit of a nudge and maybe a little bit more of a kick in the pants to get it going or to get yourself going. Maybe you need a fire lit under your butt to get yourself going on something that you've been talking about. The time is now. It is here. With the energy that's going on, particularly this week, and now with the universe reminding us momentum is key this week. So use that to your advantage. That's what it's there for. That's what it's given to you for. Let's drill down. So, okay, a lot's been going on. He's carrying a lot of wands. Some folks call them rods. This is a heavy burden. He has done a lot of work, and so are you. But this is harvest time. So this is the 10 of Wands. He's bringing his harvest home. You can see that he's heading home here, and he's bringing all of his goods in. So it's time to keep the momentum going, to get that harvest gathered up, and to bring home the bacon. It's time to bring it on home, and you start the rest of the process then to kind of wrap it up, which is appropriate given the week that it is too. So what else? Oh, and you're in alignment. This is the 9 of Cups. This guy is sitting, he's so proud of himself, and rightfully so. All of those cups are aligned. They're nice and straight. They're perfectly sitting. He has been in alignment. And this harvest that you're bringing in is harvesting and in perfect alignment with what you've been wanting to accomplish and what you've been working for. And the momentum will keep you moving through that process. So keep going. All the energies are in your favor. So use that. A Chariot, another movement card. He too, he's got his city behind him. And once the bacon's brought home, there is another adventure on the horizon. Or there's another piece to this harvest that's now going to pick up and get going for you. There are the knight, the gentleman in the chariot. You can see the sphinxes here. There are no reins on them holding him, which gives the perspective that there is no limits to where he can go. But this is a little outside the comfort zone, something you're not used to, because he's actually leaving the comfort of home. He's venturing out into something brand new that could bring limitless possibilities for you. So this may not be said, done, and over. The harvest, once this portion is done, this one's going to kick in, and you're already aligned for it. It's ready to go. It's a matter of you jumping in your chariot and heading forth into the new part of this, or a whole brand new, maybe a branch of what you were doing, moving on to the next step. This just screams adventure and excitement. Newness is coming through. You've wrapped up the old and you're getting ready to head out on a new adventure, or exploring what that next adventure is going to be. Let's get a look here and see what else can we say about this new adventure for you. And we have got family. This may be a family endeavor, or here we go. Or if you already have family involved, maybe they're taking over that portion of it for you so that you can branch off and do something else that you've been wanting to do. But in one way or another, some of or one of your family members will be involved. Now keep in mind, and I know you've heard this adage before, family isn't always blood. Family is who you make it. So if you've got like a bestie that is like a brother to you or a son to you, that may be the meaning behind this. You will have to discern that for your own situation to see exactly who this pertains to. But what it does tell me is that it's someone very, very close to your heart, someone very close to you that's going to be involved with this new adventure for you, or taking over so that you can scamper off and do something new for yourself. So movement, changes, all sorts of things, but it's definitely something. This alignment card is telling me it is something that you've been wanting to do. Maybe you've had to put it on the back burner for a while, and you just kind of always kept it there, and every once in a while you put it out, you pull it out, you take a look at it, and you go, yeah, one of these days then I could do this or I could do that. It's time to pull it out and to get going with it, because the movement is here. You're aligned with it now. You have all the other resources in place. Those things are aligned for you to move forward to start that new project or adventure, new career, new job, new business, new relationship maybe. It is all ready. And here is the Six of Pentacles. This also suggests that there is plenty of financial backing with this. Pentacles are earth energy, generally associated with all those materialistic things that you can see, touch, hear, smell, feel, all of that. So you have enough of the resources, more than enough to share, to spread the wealth a little bit. So there shouldn't be any financial questions or maybe insecurity about this next thing that you want to move into, because you pretty well got yourself covered in that department. It's a matter of getting this momentum going for yourself so that you can start getting on with getting on. Okay, so let's pull another. What else can we drill down on for you? And then we will take a moment and say happy birthday to all of those celebrating this week. We'll pull you a special birthday card. Okay, one more. Oh, we've got the Fool. Oh my goodness. This is all about something new adventure. The Fool. He is ready to go on blind faith. He is just going to jump in. This is the risk card, the beginning of a brand new thing. Usually a brand new adventure, a brand new enterprise, a new business, a new relationship, something brand new that you haven't done. But it's taking that risk, that leap of faith to get yourself there. It's time, guys. Get out there. Pull those old plans out of the drawer if that's where they were. Maybe this is something you just came up with that is just lighting you up and you want to get going with it. This is the perfect week to start putting that in place. You've got all of these cards of movement and alignment. It's in your field right now to go and jump on this. It's all ready for you. It's a matter of you getting that fire lit and going. Nothing should stop you. It looks like your resources are in line and ready to help you along that path. Here you go. What does your heart want? Be free to manifest your heart's desire. You guys, I'm telling you, this is the perfect week for you to jumpstart this new thing that you've been wanting to do and get moving with it. You know, it's not going to happen overnight, but this is the perfect time for you to start getting those processes, those people, those resources all lined up to jump in and get it going. And that just may mean sitting down and figuring out the business name, putting things together with the state, whether it's the Secretary of State or whatever, the type of business, or getting ready to jump into a new relationship. You kind of had your eye on that one. Maybe it's time to ask for a cup of coffee and see what happens. The new is ready. You are aligned. Your heart, your energies are all ready to go. It's up to you to take that first step, though. You going to do that? Sounds exciting to me. So let's take a break. Happy birthday to you, to all of you who are celebrating this week. Happy birthday. Thank you for blessing our lifetime with your presence. Remember, you came here with beautiful gifts. Let them shine, or you wouldn't have brought them with you. Let us see what you got. But thank you and happy birthday. Let's get a special birthday card. I pulled the Prism deck out for just you guys this week. Got St. Patrick's Day baby out there. So we got St. Patrick's Day is on Monday. And a lot of folks celebrate that. Believe me, in my neck of the woods up here in St. Paul, Minnesota-ish. Oh yeah, huge Irish community, and there will be celebrations going on all weekend into Monday for sure. Okay, so what birthday card do we have for our folks this week? And we have got success. Oh, okay, all you guys who've got birthdays this week, you really need to jump on this because this is confirmation again for everyone, but particularly those with a birthday, that this is the perfect time to get started with your next thing. Oh, this is so exciting. I got to hear about this. You guys, in the comments below, I want to know what you're starting, what you're thinking, what things you're putting together. Have you just kind of moved a business or an opportunity or something off to someone? You might keep your fingers in it a little bit. And then started moving to develop something different, to jump into that next new thing. Maybe you're going to build a new house or something. That's an adventure in itself too. Who knows? Tell me all about it. I want to hear about it because this is exciting, exciting stuff. Okay, let's go and get one more oracle card. And then Kitty has been watching our funky deck, and we'll see what that card is to kind of wrap up the reading or shed a little more light on it. Before we pull the final card from the Morgan deck over here, I will let you know what those energies are for this week, because it's huge with all three of these things coming together, especially on one day. So let's get the final oracle card for this reading of momentum. It is time to get yourself going in this new direction. Everything is lined up. The energy of movement is there to bring you forward into that. It's a matter of you deciding to do it. Okay, what is the last piece today? Awakening genius. It's woke up in you. Now you need to take advantage of it. Use the energies that are there for you. And I get this. What a beautiful card. You know, we are all geniuses in our own way. We have our own gifts. We have things that we are particularly talented at. We're not all good at the same thing, or, you know, that just wouldn't be interesting, right? It would be pretty boring. So awakening your genius in this new endeavor. Let it go. Let your imagination and your ideas just run. Because it's the energy is just carrying you into that new direction. But put your ducks in a row. Make sure your energies are in alignment. But make sure other things are in alignment also. You know, there's always, if this is a business, of course, you need to have some legal things in place too. Get into alignment with that momentum and go. Because the Chariot energy is going to take you off on this new adventure. Oh my God, it's so exciting. Let's stop for a second. What is happening in the skies this week? Let me tell you, on Friday the 14th, we have got, let me get the zodiac sign right. It is a full moon in Virgo. And you know, full moons are completions, wrapping things up. Here's your harvest card. You're wrapping it up. You've harvested. Maybe it's time to move things off. Like I said, off to this family member or one who is like family, to wrap it up and to start putting into place the next thing. Wrapping it up and getting ready to move, because as you move from the full moon energy, it starts to go into a new moon, which is the new beginnings cycle. Okay? So full moon energy, you've got the day of the full moon. I think on the East Coast that actually starts the night of the 13th and then rolls past midnight into the 14th. And as you move through the time zones, then it's on the 14th. So depending where in the U.S. you are, it's either the 13th into the 14th or the 14th. Either way, you're going to hit the 14th, no matter what coast you're on, okay? Full moon on the 14th. It also happens to be a full lunar eclipse the night of the 14th. So now you've got this eclipse energy that's just kind of kicking and moving things into high gear. So you've got extra momentum there with this full moon. On top of that, which is the part where the alignment card, I believe, is coming into play here, Mercury retrograde starts on the 14th. Now, we're all familiar with Mercury retrograde. Everything in the communication realm seems to go haywire, or it's skewed, or it's misunderstood. But ultimately, with all of these energies coming together on the 14th, the universe is just asking to get your ducks in a row, to take a minute and think, make sure everything, reflect on it, make sure you've got what you need, at least the first steps ready before you jump. Proofread your emails. Be careful before you speak. We're all human. Shit happens, you know. But Mercury retrograde, because it happens 3 or 4 times a year, it's just good to be aware of it in case the cell phone doesn't work right, you know, the internet isn't booting up. oh yeah, Mercury retrograde. So just keep that in the back of your mind. Along with the full moon and the lunar eclipse, there's a lot of big energy going on around out there. And this week, too, with the momentum energy kicking in, you might have your work cut out for you this week because there's going to be a lot happening for you. All exciting, great stuff. How are you going to handle it? So make sure you take a breath in between all of this before you start rolling, okay? So that's all I'm going to say about that. Just heads up, it's coming. All right, let's get the final card here. Let's wrap things up for you. And, it didn't. I thought maybe a card fell out, and apparently it did not. So we'll get the first one here, and it says doubt. Okay, your doubt is your faith, if necessary, in your particular case, perhaps. Doubt. So, doubt, should you be doubting something? I'm not sure doubt would be the word I would use, but it is time to reflect. Make sure you've got these things in alignment, whatever that may be for your next thing, however it suits you, and then move forward. Full moon, lunar eclipse, Mercury retrograde. Take a minute, along with the energy of this reading, to just stop, get yourself going, make sure you got your ducks in a row, and then you better move. Full moon energy starts ramping up a couple of days before. It hits the day of, and then it takes a couple of days for it to wane. So there's about 5 days in there where you're going to have that energy to work with. Use it wisely, but use it. It can be powerful, especially now with this lunar eclipse also. I think that's it, guys. Thank you for joining me. If you found this entertaining and fun, or if it hit home for you in any way, please let me know in the comments. I'm excited to see what your next adventures are. Let me know. I want to hear about it. What did you wrap up? What are the new things you're considering? They're all exciting adventures. Life is an adventure. Harness it, embrace it, enjoy the journey. All right. Please like, share, and subscribe. Share if you know someone who's kind of in the mix of this sort of movement or evolving too into something different. They might find some of this worthwhile too. Remember Mercury retrograde, so just watch your communication skills. That's the 14th through April 6th or 7th, I believe. So hang in there. There's about 3 weeks length on those retrogrades. So you take good care of yourself. And until next time, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next week for Tarot Tuesday.